Are you seeing my screen like this? Hello, are you seeing my screen like this?
Yes, yes.
So let's just continue. Now this is our Microsoft Excel interface. So by default, after we open our Microsoft, it will show something like this. If you have worked with your Microsoft Excel before, the data we have been working with will be showing here. So if you have not worked with any of them, so all this place will be blank. So this is our home ribbon. Let's just have something to do with this Excel. Now, again, after the home ribbon, we have the insert ribbon, we have the page out ribbon. So in this home ribbon now, we have in this home ribbon, this is where we format our text and others. Now let's start from the home ribbon to format text. So let's in home ribbon, what generally we do texting and text formatting in home ribbon. So let me say, for example, if I write if I type data analysis now, so as I did data analysis, this font is too small. Then I want I want to change the font type. So I just come to where we have Calibri, then this one icon. Then I can change the font type to any of my choice. Then after that, maybe still again it's too small. Then you can increase the what? You can increase the font size by come to where you have 11 by default. If you click on it, you have a big number. So you can choose any number you like. So this is what we mean by text formatting. Then again, maybe the background color, you want to change background color to any other color. You can come back to where we have this small icon down your 11. Then you change the background color to any of your taste. So hope you are seeing what I'm doing, right? Then you can change the text color. If you change the text color to white, so this is how we format text in Excel. Then again, this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so we call them the columns. The 1, 2, 3, 4, we call them the rows. So you can know by default the number of column we have, or the number of row we have. The Microsoft Excel, which is 1,048,576. That is the last cell in column A. If you want to go up again, you press column control arrow up. So that is the what? Column what? Column 1. Again, if you want to go to the cell 1, you want to go to the last column. So you press the column control arrow right, then the last column is XFD. So again, you want to go to the last cell on the last column, you press the arrow control arrow down, then you go back to what? To the last cell. So if you want to go back to column 1 again, you press the arrow up, then arrow down, arrow left. So this is how we navigate through the Excel. Now again, Excel has a sheet name. You can see that the sheet name of this sheet is what? Is sheet 1, and you can add up to 255 sheet name. So this is sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, or we can add up to 255. So again, after this we have this box where the cell A1, the box is called name box. So any cell you are in, so it will show the cell name here. So if you want to go to another cell name, maybe you are in it, maybe you can rename your cell. You can rename your cell. So maybe you rename a cell, maybe let me rename this cell, maybe Adepoju now, or you can rename anything you like. So if you need that cell again, you just come back to your name box and click on it, then you see your Adepoju, then it will go back to the cell name. Again, if you want to go to any cell within the interface, you just write the cell. Maybe you are going to T999. So if you go there, you can see that this is cell T99. So it will take you back to the cell T99. So after that, this bar, we call it the formula bar. This one we call it function, insert function. This is do and this is undo. So anything you are typing on your cell, it will be showing on the formula bar. Now again, we still have this is how we type in Excel and they navigate through the Excel format, Excel interface. So we have two scroll bar in Excel. We have down below to scroll right and to scroll left. Then again, we have another bar. So this scroll bar to scroll up and to scroll down. This is the uses of the two scroll bars. So again, after that, we have now how to type in Excel. Another thing is that we have alignment after the font. So this B is stands for boldness. This I is stand for italic. This cage is for bold border. So and this small a is for decreasing size and this one is for increasing size. So this is the uses. Again, we have alignment. If you have something like I am aspiring data analysis. So this now, maybe you increase your cell. So and you want it to be in middle, you can come back to this alignment. So if you want it to be in up, it can be in up. If you want it to be in down, it can be. If you want it to be in middle up, you can let it to be in middle up. If you want it to be in right in left, you can be in left. So if once your let me just have something simple here now, like good. So if once you're good, let me increase. So we have good now. If you want to be in orientation form, you can come back here to we have angular counter clockwise, we have angle clockwise, we have vertical text, we have rotational text up, we have rotation text down. So this now, if you press this one now, you can see how it's changed the dimension. If you press this now again, we have warp text. So let me copy this now. To copy, you just highlight and Control C. Now, this one, the use of warp text is that when we are typing now and answering data analysis, it has covered column E, column F, and column G. So if you want it to be test, so you can see how it divided it. You can see how I am answering data analysis. You can see how it divided. That is the use of warp test. Again, we have merge and center. The use of merge and center is that if you before you can merge and center, you must highlight F and column G together. You highlight them column. We have highlight column E and column F. Then you highlight what column G. You can highlight through the column and you can highlight through the row. So the one I did now, I highlight. You want to merge the three cells together. All what we are typing will be in the center. We have merge across and merge cell. So this is the three type of merge and merges we have in Excel. So let me go with merge and center. So anything I'm typing here now, the I data analysis. So you can see now everything is in what is the middle. That is the use of merge and center. Again, we have numbers. This number I want to talk about language. We have integer, we have float, we have boolean, we have string. So I am an data and an aspiring data analysis is a sample of string. So if number, as we already have it in mathematics, if we have 1, 2, 3, the whole numbers we call them the integers in programming languages, and in mathematics call them floats in programming language or in data analysis. These are the type of data type we have. Again, we have floats. Any of them, so it's still the same thing. So this is what we have for the basic how we type in Excel. But today we just want to move back. It will open another. Let's import our data set into Microsoft Excel now. So we go back to file, then let's use this one. This is the data I set for us. So data for day one. Oh, So I want to open the data I sent for us in the group. Yeah, need the data. Now let's start from here now. So we have formulas in formulas in Excel. Let me just copy it. To copy, we say that we uh control C. We have category, we have subcategory, we have subcategory, then we have wholesale cost, then we have purchase cost. So we have all of them like that. We have the simple cost, we have the total cost, we have the retail price, we have the items goods sold, we have the revenue, and we have the profit. Now, so to go with this one now, we started from so let's start from the purchase cost. So purchase is like buying something. So the wholesaler purchase cost is like the same thing as amount of goods you buy. Now the product name is HL Gold Flame Black 58. So the components, the category is component. One of them is costing $217.16, and the item we buy is 4,652. To know the amount we paid now is to write formula or functions in Excel. You start from equal sign, equal to. So what you want to type now, you want to multiply this and this one together. Just click on the link on the is shift 8, that is asterisk. Then the purchase item is the column, this one, which is column F4. Then you hit enter. So to repeat the same thing for others, you don't need to stress yourself. Just come back to this small icon here, then double click. So everything will replace itself. So everything we do itself. So that's how we multiply in Excel. And don't forget, if you want to price, if you want to write formula or function in Excel, you must press equal sign before you write your formula. So this is how we multiply in Excel. If you want to add the same thing. So simple cost now, simple cost that maybe the cost is from, like, all of us, most of and others. So so most of us are ordering something from online. So after that, they will remove their transport or their shipping rate. So the shipping rate for each item is $5. They have given us from this point. Simple for each item is $5. So the simple item is here. So in this now, we want to remove simple items for this cost now. For this cost, we want to remove the simple item. So how are you going to do this now? Is that you just come back here. So we just come back to this equal sign. So this one now, this P1 on each item. So we call something reference. This one is a constant number, so we need to lock it. To lock it, we use dollar sign before the column, then dollar sign before the row. So you have lock it like that. Multiply by, so on each item we bought, so multiply by this. Therefore, for this item, for 4,652 items, the CP rate is $23,260. So then you do the same thing for it. So we have what? We have the CP item. Total cost now. Total cost is like adding this purchase cost with the simping cost together. So to have them, I think that you have equal sign, then this column, then plus this column now. So we have the total cost of the amount. Then you hit this equal sign. We have the total cost. Now again, we have the retail price per unit. The retail price per unit. So the retail price per unit is like, subtract this. So retail price per unit is equal sign to calculate that this wholesaler, open bracket, this whole cost multiply by this. Then I told you that this one is a constant, then you need to lock it by dollar sign before this and dollar sign before this. Then you close the bracket, then multiply everything by 1.5. This one is, let's add. Okay. So this is our total cost per unit. Then you double click. This one was already filled. Now item sold. Now to know the item sold, it has its own formula again. So the item sold. So the item sold is already in our working sheet. Equals, oh sorry. So this one is equal to this, then equal sign. So double click. That is the item purchase or item sold is the same thing. Now revenue. Now what's the formula to calculate the revenue? The formula to calculate the revenue is The formula to calculate the revenue is this multiplied by the this multiplied by this item sold multiplied by the what? We double click. That's our revenue we what we got. Then again we have the profit. So to get the profit now, profit is like the profit is equal to revenue minus the total cost. So the amount you buy a goods, then you subtract it from this cost of goods sold. That is the formula for revenue. Now this one is equal to this our revenue minus how much what this revenue. So let me check my formula. So the revenue is, let me check my formula. This one is equal to, okay, retail price multiplied by the item sold. That's the formula for revenue. Then we do it. These are revenue. So our profits will now be the revenue minus the total cost. That is our profit now. So formula will now be equal to revenue minus the total cost. So that is the formula for our profit. Then we need equal this side. So we can see that to go to the end of this data set now, you control arrow down. So you have go to the end. Now again, so if you want to total all your purchase cost, if you want to total all your purchase cost, so what you are going to do is that just press equal sign sum from the sum. This is G1, G2 rather, G2, then okay, I'll summarize the formula again. Let me go back to this sheet again. I think I have the so let me go and copy the formula again. So Control C, then Control V. So this is the data set we have. Here now we have the purchase goods sold. Purchase goods sold is purchase cost is like is sold cost. And the amount to buy a goods, that is the purchase cost. So this one, and I told you that to write a formula, you must write the first thing you need to write is your equal sign. If you want to write a formula sign, so we want to multiply the wholesale cost and the item purchase together. So this cell multiplied by this cell is like having selling books at the rate of 300 naira and you want to buy 4. So you need to is your purchased cost. So again, you don't need to to repeat everything for all of them. Just come back to this one icon and double click. That's all. Now again, we have simple cost. Simple cost now. The simple cost is like all of us we used to order from Jumia and others. So to be for each item to be $5 for each item. Then you want to get the CP cost for 4,652 items now. It's like multiplying this by this $5,005, then you're getting your what? You're getting your CP cost. So this one is that this one is a constant. This $5 is a constant. What you are going to do is that you just lock it. So to lock it, you use a dollar sign to lock you lock before the column number, then you put another circular sign after the column number. So it has locked like that. Then multiply by your items purchase, then you click on it. So equal sign. So for again we are going to double click. So for items like 3,952 items, you are going to pay like $19,761.25 for this item. So now again, we have total cost. This total cost now is how both purchase cost and the CP cost. How much are we paying? It's like adding this column J and adding this column A together. To do this, we just use our sum function or add function. So since it's two columns, I told you that earlier that you are going to click on an icon. After that, we hit this one. So it has gone. So again, retail price now. This retail price is like multiplying. Before you know the retail price, let's specify the item sold. The item sold is the same thing as item purchase. So just write equal sign, then you come back to where you have your item purchase. So equal, then after you hit your equal sign, then you continue. Just press continue. You can see that we have 4,652 here. Then we have 4,652 here. Again, in this icon, in this cell, we have 4,602. So we have the same thing. That is items sold. So now we are going to calculate the retail price. So the retail price is like having, you come back here, equal sign, open bracket. So retail price per unit. On each unit we have $5. So then we need to lock it. To lock it, you use your solar plus your items of goods sold or item purchased or item sold. Then you close the bracket. Everything multiplied by 1.5. So okay, this one is not under item purchase. It will be cost. It will be all sales. So after that, then you double click, everything has gone like that. So the revenue is like how much we generate in each how much we generate in each items. So to know our revenue now is like multiplying the retail price multiplied by the item sold. So this is just simple. This multiplied by this item now. So there's our revenue. So by that we go up, then we continue. So the profit now, the profit is that the definition of profits is um
Selling price minus the cost.
cost price minus sales price. So equal sign, the revenue is our cost price minus our sales price is the total cost. So and that is our revenue. So that is our profit rather. Then that's all. So we have some hash color to go with this one now. Then we just double click here. So this is our profit. This is how we use functions and formula in Excel. So again, to know the total profits, you can just come back here, arrow down, then you come here to know the total number of profits you got. You use sum function equals to sum open bracket. You are in column M, right? So that is M2. You don't want to start summing from column from 2 to 1 into cell M200. Now semicolon to this place. Then you close bracket. So these are total sum of the profit. So again, if you go up like this, just come here to show it here. So plus sign M201. So that is our total sum of the profit. So again, profit margin now, to know the profit margin. So what you got here, this divided by sum of the revenue. So let's first calculate the sum of the revenue before we. So sum of the revenue will be equal sign sum. Our revenue is L2 to L200. Then we close the bracket. So that is our revenue. Now to know the profit margin now, this one will now be equal to L201 201. That is our. See, this one is above 100. You can come back here to change the percentage. So to change the. So it's so that we gain. We have much profit in this cell. We have even triple than what we spent out in this data set. That's why we have up to 300. If you be in debt, then it should show negative here. So that's how we calculate that. So again, we have this is how we write formulas and functions in Excel. So the last data set we are going to talk about today, let me copy it from is it? Okay. We want to talk about the GDP. So this GDP now, GDS rather, Control V.
Representing. Representing.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Let's wait for it to respond. What happened? You don't want to copy. Oh. Let me copy it. So let me open another sheet. Oh, I want to show him this again. Let me use this. So let me use this one. So this now we can see that in this heading, in this row, cell A1, we have name, year of establishment, ownership, and category. So everything has been compassed, though that we don't know how it goes, how we can separate them. So if you come back to column 2 now, we have what? Federal College of Education. So that is the name of these schools. So how can we separate this one? So this data is not complete.
Provide it from there. The copy or even the years are not there too.
Okay, this one has been shown now. So to solve this one in very easy way, so you just click on this, then you come back to your data ribbon here. So after you come back to the data ribbon, we have text to column. You come back to icon text to column, you click on it. So these commas and semicolon, we call them delimiters. So if it delimiter, if it is width, I mean space, so you can click space, but now we have delimiter separate them here. Then you click on next. So what the type of delimiter they use? This is semicolon. So if it is tab, you use tab. If it is comma, you use comma. But this one is delimiters. So then next, this one, just leave this one like this. So this one. So we can see that the first word, name, year of establishment, ownership, and category has been what? Has been sorted out. So if you click like this now, you can see how we have what? We have everything has been separated. So the name of the school, this is the name of the school. Everything has been separated. Then the years has been separated for the one that have years. Then the ownership, this one is private. Everything has been separated. Which name of this school is too long like this? Well, now again, their category has been saved. This one is college. So to calculate mean median mode, let's open another data set. Now to calculate mean median mode now, let me just say maybe we have a data set like X. So we have 2, 3, 4, 20, 23, 6. So to calculate this, the mean of this one now. So to calculate the mean of this one now, you know the formula for mean is summation X divided by the number of the data. So with Excel, it's very simple. Just come back here and press your formula. So mean in Excel is average. So you click on average. You click on average, then from this number,
Is it Telegram?
is the network that is doing all this way. Is the network that's doing all this way. Now, this is our descriptive data analysis. The discrete data analysis is mean median mode. So to calculate mean, the formula for mean in data in Microsoft Excel is average. So we have average to calculate the median. So median, you just write median of your data, equal sign of median. Your data is from 2 to the last one is 7. So then you close the bracket. So that is our median. So again, we have mode. So mode, you go with this one. But this one now, the problem we have here is that you can see that we have single data, right? Mode. Let's just go with it. We have equal sign mode. So because there is not repeated value in what we have done. So that's why you can see 2 is only single, 3 is only single, there is no recurrence value. That's why it returned what? It returned non-value. So assuming we are in a case whereby we have many of them, so it will show non-value. Now let's do some.
Sorry, is the class still going on?